first time, so don't be disappointed. It's not my first time disappointing someone. I've done that a shit ton of times. I'm sorry. Okay, I just skipped work for this, and the check's gonna be paid. Oh, you didn't know. Anyway, I was trying to think of what to start out with here. I guess the best way to start out is get all the cards on the table. I am a recovering alcoholic, bipolar, manic depressant. I work at a grocery store, and I live with my parents. I know what you're thinking. Boggles the fucking mind, doesn't it? No fucking ring on this finger. This is clearly son-in-law material. Bipolar is actually not that bad. You know, in the movies they make it out like it's real fucking extreme. Like 1 minute you're just going batshit crazy, and the next minute you're on the floor crying. It's not really like that. The only thing that really bipolar does is you just really can't fucking focus on anything. Like that's the biggest problem that I found with it. Like nothing. You can't focus on shit. Even if you're having sex, you're not even focusing on what you're doing. You're just staring at the clock the entire fucking time. It has nothing to do with how long you're going or how good you're doing. It's just when that chick says you got her for 1 hour or you gotta pay extra, you're fucking on top of that shit. You go 1 minute over and that pimp is knocking on the door, you're getting pimp stabbed. And Medicaid doesn't cover pimp stabbing. Fucking Obama. Ruined the whole goddamn system. Anyway, when you're 38 years old, it's kind of hard to date people. Because the reason why is mostly when you're 38 years old, you're dating other people who are kind of older, or unless you're into like 21-year-old, 22-year-old hot chicks who got dad issues. Raise your hand if I give you a ride tonight. Think you see where I fell on that fence? Anyway, so the thing is, when you're dating women with children, the problem is that they want you to be the dad, but they don't want you to be the dad. So it's kind of a fucked up scenario. My one girlfriend that I had, we don't talk anymore. This is kind of a fucked up story depending on what side of the fence you fall on. Her daughter was 16 years old. She got her first serious boyfriend. She comes to me one day and she takes me aside and she says, "Hey, I gotta ask you a question." I said, "Sure, what's up?" She's like, "It's kind of a sex question, but I don't want you to tell Mom." Now, real quick, do I continue this conversation? Applause if I continue, don't applaud if I just let that die. Okay, you people that didn't applaud, fuck you, you weren't there. You haven't walked a mile in my fucking shoes. Alright, so she takes me aside and I was like, "Alright, sweetie." So immediately I'm like, "Oh, this is fucking awkward. I'm about to have a sex talk with a 16-year-old. Now, it's like already awkward if it's your daughter, but it's even more awkward if it's your girlfriend's daughter. So she looks at me and she goes, I said, "What's your question, sweetie?" She's like, "It's kind of embarrassing." And I'm like, "No, just go ahead." She's like, "If a girl gives a blowjob, is it better if she swallows?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck me." Didn't see that coming. I thought it was going to be like, what does it look like? Why does it get hard? I wasn't thinking we were going right to like. So I'm like, "Okay, honey, I'm not your dad. I'm not your uncle. I'm not your guidance counselor. I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you the God's truth. Yeah, it fucking matters." To be honest with you, it's a fucking deal breaker. Now, I don't know anything about genetics or anything like that, or what carries over in genes, but your mom swallows. Here, actually, I'll show you. Hold on. No. Why are you crying? You didn't want to know. And the other thing is, you can't discipline the kids. When I was a kid, we got disciplined. We got beat up. And I'm not talking, we were Italian. I'm not talking wooden spoon. I'm not talking belt. I'm talking go to the top of the fucking basement stairs. So my mom would come home from school. I'd come home and she's sitting in the living room. I'm like, "Hey, Mom, how you doing?" She's like, "Go to the top of the basement stairs. You know you did something wrong. You sat there, could have been 2 hours, could have been 2 days, but somebody out of nowhere from behind you, she just comes up and fucking 300s you. Boom! Right down the stairs. You got to the bottom, you had a fucking broken wrist, you're like, "I did something." There's no fucking confusion, I'm in trouble. There's no, That's child abuse. Fuck wooden spoon. Go to the top of the stairs. That's child abuse. Boggles the mind. It's clearly son-in-law material. Anyway, working at a grocery store is taught me one thing. There's certain products that just don't need to be fucking advertised. They sell themselves. There's no reason to advertise it. One of them, biggest one, toilet paper. Who here has ever bought toilet paper based on a commercial? Never. You do the same thing I fucking do. You go to the store, you buy the 36 pack that's on sale for $5.99, you don't give a shit what brand it is. If you're poor, you go to the dollar store, you get that 4-pack of like 1 ply and shit like that. Like those commercials are wasting all that money on, the cartoon bears. It's like the bear with they get pieces stuck to their ass after they wipe. And it's like, with this new brand, that won't happen. And I was like, is that an issue? Is that something I'm just not aware of? Like, how are you fucking wiping? Are you sitting on the toilet, one hand with the roll underneath the water in the sink, just sopping it up like a sponge? Like, it's time. Ugh, like I just fucking threw a pie in a clown's face. Fucking cheese grate that thing up and down, leaving pieces. Oh shit! Mom, it happened again! If only somebody would invent toilet paper that could prevent this! Oh wait, there's a fucking commercial. No, you don't need that shit. Another thing you don't need a commercial for, fucking batteries. You don't need to advertise for batteries. And the battery commercials make you scared not to buy their batteries. It's like, little Judith fell down the well. When the paramedics got there, she was half conscious. They put her in the fucking ambulance. The defibrillator was 3 times back to life before she got to the hospital. Judith is alive today because of that defibrillator. And that defibrillator took Duracell. Do you want Judith to die? And I'm like, no, I don't want that bitch to die. She was gonna be a vet. She had her whole fucking life ahead of her, then I went and bought these fucking Panasonic batteries, and now she's dead. Son of a bitch. No, you do the same fucking thing I do. You playing your Wii, you're playing Wii Bowling, by the way, the only good game for the fucking system. You're playing Wii Bowling, that battery light goes on, you go to the first remote control of a device you barely use, probably your Bose surround sound that you bought for the Super Bowl and haven't turned the motherfucker on since. You get that battery pack out, you open up the Wii remote, there's like 5 different color batteries, all different brands. Yeah, you go to the store being like, my Wii remote's dead, I need the lithium platinum Duracell Super Deluxe Edition that saves Judith's life! I want to experience that weird. Oh, it's goddamn glory. Another thing you don't need to advertise for, condoms. One simple reason you don't need to advertise for condoms. Who the fuck uses condoms? If you're with a girl that's making you wear a condom, you need to dump that shit. Cool chicks do facials. You fucking throw a wedding ring on that shit in front of that. She looks at you pissed off and you don't do it. It's far dating out there, man. It is, because there's some fucked up chicks out there. I remember I was dating this one girl, and I debated whether or not to tell this story, but then I figured I'm never gonna see any people again, and I work with you. You already know I'm in that job. This one girl I was dating, started fucking, and it was purely like a hookup. We were good friends, and I know it was like, hey, you want to fuck? And it's like, yes, of course. So we nah. It's fucking new Family Guy. So we started fucking, and as I'm nailing into her, she suddenly starts slapping my. I swear to God, true story. Probably not a good story to swear to God to, but back me up, big guy. That was some good pussy, wasn't it? So I'm fucking her. You were there. She started slapping my chest and shit, and I was like, "What's going on?" She's like, "You're raping me, and I'm like, "Okay." And so I stopped, and she looks at me. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, And she's like, keep going. And I'm like, okay, so keep going. And she scratches me and she's like, you're fucking raping me. And I'm like, okay, look, I would not do good in prison. I would be the guy they passed around for a pack of cigarettes. The other inmates would line up. We wouldn't even need lube. I would just have it already ready. Don't shank me. Go. And I said to her, I'm like, what are you fucking talking about here? And she gets all red and gets embarrassed and she's like, well, I didn't want to tell you this, but that's kind of my thing. I'm into rape. I was like, you're into rape? And she's again, I'm like, I thought that was like a woman's worst fear. I'd be like nailing a black chick and I would be like, go over to that dresser over there, get the clown helmet out, put the hood on. Just fuck me with the hood on. It's like, I was like, I thought that was a bad thing. I was like, apparently I'm not worldly. Haven't been around. So I was like, well, how rough do you want it? And she's like, as rough as you can get. I'm like, oh, well, bitch, that's all you have to say. Turn that ass into a preschool art project. There was purple handprints, red handprints, blue. No, I'm kidding. I wish I was that fucking cool. I'm not that good at that. She enjoyed all 4 seconds of it. Anyway, though, I got the light flashing. It's my time up. I really appreciate you guys coming out and seeing me here. One thing I can tell you is, the biggest problem with the world right now is people don't love each other enough. If you see a stranger, give them hugs, give them love. If they don't want it, keep trying to hug and keep trying to love them. If they don't want it then, fucking stop and offer them some money. Who knows? You know what I mean? You might get lucky. And if that doesn't work, tell them to go stand in front of the fucking stairs.
it up for Bob one more time, everybody. Bob White. Crazy bastard, Jim. Yeah, you did. You had him at rape.
That's my website.
Nothing brings together a group of white people faster than rape and throwing kids down steps. I think we can all agree on that.
Standees or clown jokes?
I know. God. Standees and clown jokes. All right, guys. We got another newcomer up to the